Start recording. Okay, so this will be about 15-minute yoga, chair yoga. So I do want you to sit tall in your chair, feet hip width apart, grounded on the floor, your knees stacked over your ankles, and your spine tall with your shoulders relaxed. Take this moment to notice any tension in the body, in your jaw. Maybe drop the ears, drop the shoulders. We'll start with centering ourselves and having a breath here. So place your hands on your thighs and close your eyes or have a soft gaze. I want you to inhale through the nose, lengthen your spine, and exhale through the mouth as you soften your shoulders. Again, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften the shoulders. As you inhale and exhale, feel the points of contact here. So feel the feet under your floor, your thighs connecting with your chair. Let the breath slow you down this morning. So one last inhale and exhale. So before we move into cat-cow, so hands stay on the knees. And with cat-cow, I want you to match your breath with movement. So as you inhale, I want you to lift the chest. You're going to arch the back and look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhale, chin to chest, round that spine. You want this to be a effortless movement. Inhale, lift, open that heart space, that chest. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, drop the shoulders. We'll do two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, come back to center. Here we'll do move on to some shoulder rolls. I don't know what your weekend was like, but we don't usually roll our shoulders enough. So let's do that for about 6 circles. You want to move them up towards the ears and drop them down. So this will loosen the space around the neck and shoulders. You don't want any tension in the jaw as you do this. Be mindful of your breath, remembering that deep inhale, slow exhale. Do two more. I don't know which direction you started with, but just go the opposite direction for 6 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you feel like you have to shimmy it out a little bit, go ahead and do so. So now I'll move on to our seated side stretch. So for this, I do have like a rolly chair. So if you do also have a rolly chair, it's a little bit difficult. So make sure you can find a steady space so you're not rolling around too much. So you'll put your right hand down besides your right thigh. And as you inhale, lift our left arm up and lean towards the right. Hold for 3 to 4 breaths. Be mindful of your neck here. You want it to be aligned with the spine. This is a arm stretch, but it's also going to stretch the left rib. So be mindful of your back. Make sure it's not a back bend. To deepen that stretch, you can also look up or look down, whatever feels comfortable to you. Okay, now let's switch sides. You'll put your left arm next to your left thigh. Reach that right arm up and lean towards the left. Hold for 3 to 4 breaths. You can look up or you can look down. Again, you do what you feel comfortable with. You can also just keep it here at a neutral stance. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you come back to center. Now I would like to do a seated spinal twist. I think this is really important. So we warmed up the spine with cat cow. Now twists are really important. They actually help a lot with digestion when you incorporate twist into your daily movement. So place your right hand behind you in your chair. So if you do have to move up a little bit in your chair to create space, that's perfectly fine. Place your right hand behind you on your chair. You can hold on to the back as well of the back of your chair. Left hand on the right knee as you twist. So be mindful here about twisting from the rib cage and not your neck. So we'll hold that for a few breaths. When you inhale, I want you to sit tall. And as you exhale, try to deepen that twist. If it feels comfortable, of course, do not force it. One more time. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. Now we switch sides. Put the left arm in the back of your chair. Right hand on the left knee. As you sit tall, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Okay, back to center. Now our next movement will be a hip stretch. So I'm just going to adjust my camera here so you guys can see. So you will sit back on your chair. You're going to place your right ankle over your left knee. And as you inhale, have a long spine. Make sure the left knee is stacked over your ankle. You want that aligned. And exhale as you lean forward. If this feels comfortable, you can lean forward to deepen that stretch. If not, stay at a neutral stance and hold your breath for 4 to 5 breaths. If you feel pain, please stop. And a modification for this will just be to cross your legs. It still brings a stretch to the hip, not as deep as figure four, but it is a great modification for you. Again, inhale as you have a long spine, and exhale, lean forward if you can. Okay. Now we're going to switch sides. Bring that left ankle towards the right knee. Again, keep that right knee aligned with the ankle. If you need to flex the left knee to not hurt this leg, that is great as well. Again, a modification would just be to cross them if the figure four feels too uncomfortable. So inhale, long spine. Exhale, lean forward. You may notice that one side is a little bit is tougher than the other. For me, it's this one. I always have issues with my left hip. My left hip. But that just means you kind of have to be more intentional with that side. Of course, stop if you feel pain. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, lean forward. Okay. For the next stretch, we're going to do some marching just to get the the legs warmed up as you're seated. And you can do this all throughout your day if you find yourself at your chair for a long time, at your desk, go out for a walk, or do some marching. So we'll do that for 20 seconds. Remember to breathe. Engage your core as you do this as well. And have a long spine. Okay, inhale, exhale, and we'll do another round of marches. This will get your quads going. Okay. I'll bring myself back. Hopefully everyone's feeling good. So now to finish up the stretch or the session, we have 2 more. So we'll do seated mountain to a crescent flow. So with this, as you inhale, you will just bring your arms overhead. Exhale, bring them down to your sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, down to your sides. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down to the sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to the side. You want to make sure that your fingers reach up and your shoulders melt down as you exhale. Amazing. Great job, everyone. So now I will close the session with a closing breath. So bring your palms to your thighs or to your heart. Slow inhale through your nose. Exhale through the nose. Notice how you feel compared to 15 minutes ago when you entered this session. Maybe a little bit more energy. Maybe you feel a little bit fired up. You got your heart. For me, my heart is pumping after doing the arm stretches. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. Thank yourself for joining today, giving your body a chance to move, yourself a chance to reset for the week or for the day, take a break from your workload, and show up for yourself. And I hope you have a great day, a great week, and hope to see you next Monday. There is quick reminder, there is other offerings. Tomorrow there is a movement class with Liz, and on Thursdays there's stretching with Sarah. So make sure you don't miss that. Thank you again. Have a great day.